Alright, what's up? This is 2 Sig with Super Sick Records. Let's get into some quick and easy tricks to get you started on your vocals. So, this is for beginners, like I usually title these videos. So, let's say you just finished your recording, you laid it out. First and foremost, make sure your audio files look kind of like this, where it's kind of contained, but not too small, not too big. For instance, look at this beat up here. You see how this goes all the way up, all the way down? That's because this is an already finished, polished beat. This is hitting 0, 0, okay? Just by visualizing that, okay? So when you look at your vocal inputs, make sure your vocal files aren't hitting top to bottom. You don't want that because you want to leave some room to preserve the quality of your audio. Because when we get into mastering and we further start boosting sound and stuff like that, it's gonna sound harsh. So make sure we input our vocals in more of a contained way. You don't want your vocals to be taking up all the space already. So make sure you tune your audio input down, or your gain knob down on the audio interface. So that's first important rule. Okay, so so we recorded our song, and now we want to try to make our voice sound better. How do we do that? Let's get into the fundamentals first. So the first things we do to our vocal file is we organize and we make sure that all vocal files kind of look like they sound the same. They all have the same thickness here. So the first thing you're gonna do is EQ. You're gonna do EQ, and then you're gonna do compression. Okay? And I'm just gonna do stock here for example. Wow, this takes up a lot of space. Let's go, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna show you what I'm aiming for in a vocal. So for vocal compression, we don't want to over compress. We just want to make this stuff sound smooth. Okay, so stock compressor here, it's on auto gain. Let's turn that off. Okay, knobs, 2-to-1 ratio, whatever. We don't really need to worry about this yet. Attack and release. Let's take this off. Boom. So attack and release. If we're doing rap vocals, typically you want fast attack. So if you want fast attack, go down here. Boom, boom. And then you want probably slow release. And fast attack, slow release for that. But let's see how we're sounding first. I'm gonna turn the compressor off. I'm gonna show you how we use this EQ. So we got some low end popping off up here. So let's just shelf that off. Or I'm not using the proper verbiage, I guess. But we're gonna kind of mitigate those frequencies out here. I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. And then high end, I don't go past 8K. I just kind of keep it around here. Looks like I got a lot of beef right here, so I'm gonna see which one's closer. I'm gonna go to this 500 here. Take shroomies, lift up. So I'm saying, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep this very, 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 it's around 500 to 800, so I'm gonna go like this. And, -2, something like that. I don't want to widen this so it kind of covers up that range a little bit better. Oh yeah, Jason Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I'm gonna go -2.5, bang bang, and then I'll call it a day on EQing. So now let's get into compression, and getting into compression, I forgot I have these fucking buses turned on. I'm gonna turn those off. So this is how my vocal sounds without the fucking buses. Dang, dude, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, let me So yeah. I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for. I think I need to go here too. I'm gonna take it, make it super tight. I'm gonna go -2.5 as well. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're just kind of cleaning up the clutter and we're kind of just making it silky smooth here. We're trying to make this vocal perfect here. So now we get into compression. This is the stock compressor here. And let's get into this. So first I got auto gain off. This knob is usually set to auto. We're gonna turn that off. And since I'm using since I'm using more vocals here, I'm gonna want a slow attack. Probably around like, hold on. You're gonna want a slow attack and probably a quick release. So we go slow. Slow around maybe like I'm thinking we don't want it super quick like 0-0. We're going to go like hang on. I usually use this compressor to reference here. Hold on. What's usually like, so SSL compressor usually goes up to 1 millisecond. I usually do it to 30 milliseconds. Okay, so I'm doing sorry. I don't usually use stock plugin, but okay, so I'm kind of okay, so the attack I do 30 here. The slow attack, I'll just double click 30. And then quick release like that. That's as far as it'll go. So alright, so now that we got those knobs in there, I'm just going off of kind of like what I feel sounds the best. Like since I'm doing vocals, I'm gonna do a slower attack. I don't want the compression to quickly compress the vocal, you know? I want it to smoothly compress. So that's why we're gonna do slow attack. So it's gonna take its time. I'll show you what I mean. we're gonna watch the needle first.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah.
So you see how quick that needle moves, and that's because the release is 5 milliseconds. So if I did the release like up here, you're gonna watch the needle, and the needle's gonna take longer to fall down. Watch.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a
Watch. I'll show you again. So we're gonna go back down here.
low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get
So that needle represents the compressor working, and these knobs here are representing reduction. So how much of the sound are you reducing? Hence compression. You're taking the vocal file and you're going like this. So the highest points of the vocal file will become closer to the lowest points of the vocal file. So that's what you're trying to get. You're trying to make sure sound the sound in general is more smooth is what I've been saying, but you want all the sounds to kind of come up. And when you compress and you take those highest sounds and you squish them, you compress them down to closer to the lower points of the song, the lower points of the vocal file. That means you're going to be able to hear the low points more as well as like with the high points, right? But I'm trying to say it's pretty much you're getting a nice level. But you're not flattening out the vocal, you know what I mean? You're trying to just get a nice level so it's like smooth compression. You don't want to hear the compression. So yeah. If I did fast attack, you're gonna see the compressor, the needle is gonna activate, it's gonna jump up faster.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah.
Like it's gonna compress immediately. That's what attack is. It's timing of when the compressor snaps onto the target. So 0 milliseconds, that means right when the sound starts, it's gonna compress. But I don't want that. I want smoothness, so I go 30. Like how I do on the SSL here. And then fast release, yeah. I just typically go with slow attack, fast release. So okay. So sorry, we haven't gotten into the thresholds yet. So now we're aiming for a number. I usually like to aim for around this range, -4. I don't typically go above -5 because that's when you start to hear the compressor really kind of change the sound of the vocal.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for
2-to-1 ratio. You can also try 4-to-1 ratio. And what 4-to-1 ratio does is that, come on, bro, 4-to-1. 4-to-1 ratio, it's typically for vocals, people do 2-to-1 or 4-to-1. So I'm gonna do 4-to-1. 4-to-1 is kind of like multiplying the threshold. So being that I didn't turn this knob, you're gonna see this needle go up a lot farther because our ratio is higher than 2-to-1, right? It's just kind of like mathematics. Here's another way to look at it. If you press this button right here, graph, you can see this here. I'll show you what this does. So watch. If you go like this on the ratio knob, this is what it's gonna do, the vocal file. It's gonna draw this curve into the file.
Get lost for, take shroomies, lift off, oh, I'm back in it.
But yeah, we're doing 4-1. Damn. I'll just go back to meter because I like to just look at this. And then, so the meter, right? Like I said, I told you it was gonna go up here since I didn't touch this yet. Watch.
Oh yeah, chasing Jackson on these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to
That's interesting. I'm gonna.
get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm back in it, I'm back in it, I'm back in it, boy.
I don't get that, but
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson on these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm back in it, I'm back in it, I'm back in it, boy.
alright, I'm gonna go with that. And then we can see here, right here, this is our sound, negative 3.6.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson on these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for.
Okay. And then, next thing we do is we clean up. So,
Jackson on these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried.
so I want to get rid of this breath here. Is this?
Yeah,
Is it this?
yeah, I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm back in it, I'm back in it, I'm back in it, boy.
Okay. So you see this? Our sound right here is negative 3.6. That's perfect. It's not too loud. It's not too quiet.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson on these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm back in it, I'm back in it, I'm back in it, boy.
Alright, so next thing people do, they'll add auto-tune. So add auto-tune to it, sure. So pitch correction, where is that? Where would that be at? Pitch. Stereo. Yeah, sure. Ah, wow. I haven't used this before, so let's see what we're doing here. So this, let's see what kind of let's see here. Trying to figure, let me just fucking just down. Bam. Alright.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson on these hoes, yeah.
Okay, so how the hell do I use this thing, bro? Hold on, I'm trying to figure this part out. If I press this, what is this having?
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson on these hoes, yeah.
So, hold on.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson on these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so
So I got B. Hold on. I have not used the pitch correction device in a long time. So this is entirely new, like this whole interface here. So getting back into it. Hold on.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
So C2. So hold on.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
All right. I feel like, hold on, maybe I need to do I need to type in all the fucking ones that aren't lit up? Let me see.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do all the ones that aren't lit up.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off for. I'm back in it.
Let me see what this sound like without it.
I've been on a road, yeah.
See what the.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread.
Chromatic scale. Harmonic minor. Let's try this. Oh my goodness. I see right here. It says C. C.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
Hold on. C. C minor. Let's try that part.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah.
Bro, this is kind of interesting. I've never, like, this kind of seems very useful now. Hold on. Try G minor.
Oh, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off for. I'm back in it, I'm back in it, I'm back in it, boy.
Alright, yeah, that sounds pretty natural to me. Yeah, stock plugins here. Global tuning. What does this do? Let's see.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah.
Okay, so this detune is kind of like the output of the auto tune sound, or this pitch correction sound. So if I crank this all the way up, I'm gonna sound more robotic.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
Or in that sense, it's gonna try to force my vocal to sound more like this G minor thingy. And honestly, oh my gosh, I'm double click. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Tolerance, response, pitch range. Okay.
I've been on a road, yeah.
What does 10 cent do?
Chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to
Okay, so I'm looking at this here.
get it, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off for.
Okay, response. Response is like the timing it takes for the auto tune to hit. So response right here, when you hit 0, it's gonna sound like auto tune here.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah.
Okay, so correction here, 10 cent. I'm trying to see.
I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauce for, get lost for, take shroomies, lift off for.
Okay, so I think when you crank this all the way up, it makes this meter kind of stay in this area.
I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
Tolerance, tolerance. How would I redefine tolerance? Is
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
okay. So tolerance, I hear it. So tolerance is like when the note changes in between the vocal file. So you hear where it goes when it goes when the vocal file. Listen, listen, listen.
Jason Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
Jason, yeah, yeah, yeah. So if I do this up here, 10, it's not gonna be.
Jason Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
If I go up a little bit more, probably be.
Jason Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah.
Okay, so 30 Cent sounds kind of smooth to me. And yeah, so okay, so there's a pitch correction. Next thing people do in this audio world is they'll probably add some sort of saturation. So we gotta find something that's gonna make our voice saturated. To be honest, I'd probably just use another compressor. So we're gonna use another compressor, but we're gonna have to use different ratio settings. And we're gonna, let's do the FET here. And we're not focused on compressing for say. We're focused on fast attack, fast release here. And we're focusing on makeup gain, really. And very minimal compression. So this is gonna be 2-to-1 ratio. Keep it here. And we just want to kind of nick off the top and also boost the sound. Let's see how this will sound.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
That is not minimal compression, so
I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get it sauceable, get it lostful, take shroomies, lift awful.
okay, I need a slow attack, honestly. Let me slow attack again. Quick release.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get it sauceable, get it lostful, take shroomies, lift awful.
So remember, we're doing minimal compression, so that means I'm aiming for this needle to kind of just barely lift up. So I'm gonna probably.
I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
All right. Saturation. I'm gonna use this gain.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get it sauceable, get it lostful, take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
Okay, that I might wanna do really like a faster attack. Hold on. Just because I want that packing it part.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get his bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get it sauceable, get it lostful, take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
Okay, so I just kind of cut the attack time in half. Just kind of, anyways, yeah. And then I'm gonna actually go +3 on the gain. And then last but not least, we're gonna do a final EQ, linear phase, and we're going to further clean up some stuff.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
See, reaching up here, so I wanna -2.
I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get it spray, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get it sauceable, get it lostful, take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
A little bit right here too. Probably like that.
Chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get it spray, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get it sauceable, get it lostful, take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
And boom, you see how it kept the gain more down there. -3 here. Alright, so now I want to move into adding reverb and delay to the vocal file. So we're going to do, I'm going to do no send here. Reverb and delay, reverb and delay, reverb and delay. Bus 4, bus 5. We're opening up some new buses for these. Reverb and delay, bus 4 and 5. Reverb. Delay. Option C. I like to change these to like green or something. Option C. Okay. So now let's put our reverb in this channel. Reverb, 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 huh? I usually like to do the space designer. Was it that? Yeah, this one's kind of cool. Okay. How do I use this one? I'm just gonna hold on. Wetness, wetness, wetness. -10. Dry, 0. I kind of want some dryness in there because I want the vocal to I want the vocal to like widen up. So it's gonna have some dry signal in there. So bus 4. Just added the space designer on there. And all I did was turn this up, and then length, pre-delay. Not really, not focused on that right now. Just want to see how this sounds. And then, okay, so delay. So let's get into delay. Delay, 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 delay. Where do I find delay? What's up here? Tape or stereo delay. Not too sure, so I'm gonna go like this. All right, let's play this.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson and these hoes, yeah.
It's a little too much delay for me, so I need to do my hit like shift. Can I go commit? Oh wait. Let's go 20%. 20% on each. No, bro. Is it 20? 20% feedback.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm backing it, boy.
Sounds kind of good, honestly. And I barely touched these reverb and delay channels. I just messed around with this dryness. I didn't really touch the wetness, but the delay, man, that shit going off. Let me mute this and see how it sounds without the delay.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm backing it, boy.
Yeah, I'll fuck with it. Alright. So now the next thing to do is we mix it into this beat. So we know that this vocal here is at -3. So let's get this vocal down. Let's get this beat file down to -5. And let's see if it sounds like it blends in. Hold on. Let me.
What lab on the fucking beat? I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm backing it, boy.
Sounds pretty good, bro. The only thing I would have to say is I probably need to do one final step with the vocal here. Let's make sure we solo out and let's see what the output is.
I've been on a road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, lift off, oh. I'm backing it, boy.
Okay, so sounds pretty fucking awesome. Okay, so now what I like to do these days is I'll take these 3 files that make up my whole like vocal chain here, and I will take them into, so I'll go here, right here, stereo out, and I will take them into a bus channel. Instead of it going to stereo out, it's going to a bus channel first. So that means all vocal files will be controlled in this channel now. So I will do master Vox, option C, color that. Okay. So now we got our whole vocal in there. Let's add a compression to further glue the vocal together. So we're gonna go back into compression, compressor, Stereo. Stereo, 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 stereo. Let's do. Huh. That's interesting. I'm doing vintage VCA, I guess. Let's do slow tech. Slow tech at 30. Quick release. Take this auto off. Take this auto gain off. And we're going to do a 2-to-1 ratio. Or 4-to-1. 2-to-1 or 4-to-1, depending on which one sounds better. And like last note with the compressor, don't go too high, don't go above -5.
Fucking beat. I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
What in the world? Hang up. How is it that this is peaking? Let me turn this off. And we're going to see if this compressor is actually pushing this file.
Fucking beat. I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
So that's interesting. This compressor boosts the fucking sound a little bit, because once I turn it on, it's going to
What lab on the fucking beat? I've been on a road, yeah.
see what I'm saying? Why does it do that? Input gain. Why does it do that? Distortion. Output. It's because it's on auto gain. There we go. Take off auto gain. Auto gain fucks with me all the time.
Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
Okay, this shit sounds slick as fuck, boy. Alright, let's see if it doesn't clip.
What lab on the fucking beat? I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy.
Bro, this shit sounds slick as fuck, boy. Okay, so boom, we did that. We did that right there. It's not clipping. It's pretty close though. Probably do like, instead of at 3, we'll just do 2.5. Or you know, better yet, keep it at 3. But we will probably just compress a little bit more, like.
I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, lift awful. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boy. fucking beat. I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on the low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm bagging it, I'm bagging it, I'm bagging it, boy.
Pretty fucking slick, boy. Okay. So now we do a we could do another linear phase EQ, but honestly I think it sounds pretty silky smooth. Vocals sound pretty good to me. I'm gonna move on to the next stage and let's get into mastering this motherfucker. So
One lab on the fucking beat. I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on the low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm bagging it, I'm bagging it, I'm bagging it, boy.
alright. So okay. Stereo out. So the next thing I like to do here is, so now that we got our files here lined up and we got the sounds at the right level we want them, vocals aren't clipping, and like I said, we put the level of the volume of the beat at the right level where the vocals kind of just sound like right where they need to be. Now we're gonna take this right here, the main volume here. Oh shit, whoops, I'm not gonna highlight all that. Take our main vocal track here now, and we're going to hit command. We're gonna select that as well, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn the file down like maybe 2. That way for the stereo out, it's not clipping like this. You see here where it says 1.8. So actually I'm gonna go -4. I want more room. Boom. Okay, so now, and we still got these both highlighted, we're gonna go right here again where it says stereo out. And we're gonna submit this into another new bus 7. This will be our master bus, okay? And then we'll hit Option C again, and we'll just color this again. And then first thing people do on this is they'll hit linear phase EQ, stereo. And what this part is about is minimal. You're just gonna take out anything that you think doesn't belong.
On the fucking beat. I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on the low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah.
Honestly, I ain't worried about linear phase because I've already linear phased my vocals. And that's all I'm doing is putting vocals on a beat that's already made and produced and polished and all that. I'm polishing the vocals and putting them into a polished beat. So I've already polished the vocals. Typically for a master, I go by 3 steps: EQ, compress, saturate. Then I'll add another EQ for additional like shaping of the low end. So I'm gonna show you the EQ, compress, and saturate method. Like I said, I go into linear phase EQ, take out any frequencies that you don't think belong there. And in this case, my vocals, I've cleaned up with the linear phase here. So we go linear, and then we're gonna go into compression again. Compressor, 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 dynamics, compressor, stereo. Again, we gotta take these off. Okay, now we're gonna find, not this one, not this one. Yeah, let's try vintage FET. Make sure auto gain's off, and for mastering, I always do slow attack, fast release, and that just makes it so that way the low end, it doesn't get immediately crushed by the compression. Like the compressor doesn't attack on the bass. It attacks like slightly after the bass hits, so you're not losing the bass. That's why I do slow attack, because I don't want it to quickly so slow attack, fast release. So crank it all the way down. Okay. Slow attack, fast release, and makeup gain. Ratio, for this now, we're gonna go 10 to 1. So hit 10. Find 10 to 1, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess that's 10 to 1. Okay. Now let's see how we're doing here. Okay, the needle's hitting up here, so we need to compress less.
On the fucking beat. I've been on the road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on the low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, live double. I'm backing it, I'm backing it, I'm backing it, boom.
And so yeah, I go EQ, compress, then saturate. In this case, we don't have a saturation plugin on Logic, so I'm gonna go ahead and just trust the makeup gain here, +3.
Lab on the fucking beat. I've been on the road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on the low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah.
Okay, now we need to add EQ for the low end. Single band EQ. Yeah, sure. Let's try this. Frequency. Yeah, let's go. I've never used this one, so I'm gonna show you real quick. Metering. I'm gonna go here, mastering. We're gonna go metering. I'm gonna show you real quick one cool. So bass, see this right here, 30. This is where the bass is. Bass hits like right here. So watch. Every time the bass hits, this is gonna be like. Take shroomies, live double. I'm begging it. I'm begging it. I'm begging it. So you see that? It's up there. I'm gonna show you what this I'm gonna show you what this does here. So I want bass, right? So I'm gonna go 30. Boom. Factor. What the fuck is factor? Q. Oh, Q is the factor. Slope. I don't want low cut, high shelf. Sure. Gain. I'm gonna do 2. See what that does. Like I said, I want to add at the low end, so let's see if this like does anything.
I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm packing it, I'm packing it, I'm packing it, boom.
Hold on, huh? So yeah, that obviously cranks up that.
What lab on the fucking beat? I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm packing it, I'm packing it, I'm packing it, boom.
So obviously this wants to let's put this back down to 0.
Jason Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm packing it, I'm packing it, I'm packing it, boom.
Let's fucking set this gain up +3.
Hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm packing it, I'm packing it, I'm packing it, boom.
I'm gonna just do another compression. Trying to figure out like how am I going to really boost this sound. We're at 0.6. I think I need to bring this to +2. And I think I might need to go back to another compressor, because I'm trying to get the saturation effect going here. So let's go back into compressor and let's use this one again. We're gonna do that auto, and so like I'm using this compressor strictly for like adding saturation, so I'm trying to make sure this needle's barely fucking working. So I'm going nuts on this gain here.
What lab on the fucking beat? I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shroomies, live double. I'm packing it, I'm packing it. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, live double. I'm baking it, I'm baking it, I'm baking it, boom. Fucking beat. I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, live double. I'm baking it, I'm baking it, I'm baking it, boom. I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, live double. I'm baking it, I'm baking it, I'm baking it, boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. I got that shit to 0, baby. Oh, fuck. I got that shit to fucking like -9 LUFs off stock plugins, boy. Okay. So let me explain what I did here. With the threshold, I mean, I don't know. I'm just using my ear, honestly. Like,
What lab on the fucking beat? I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, live double. I'm baking it, I'm baking it, I'm baking it, boom. What lab on the fucking beat? I've been on a road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on a low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, live double. I'm baking it, I'm baking it, I'm baking it, boom.
yo, honestly, I've never done this, bro. I've never mastered something using strictly stock plugins. So this is kind of a cool learning experience for me. But yeah, let's recap. Give me 1 second. I gotta get a drink of water. Okay, so we're gonna recap what we just did. First, we do corrections on the vocals. First and foremost, what I like to do is I like to, where's the vocal here? So this is my vocal file here. This is bus 1. So each of these tracks I've routed. So you see here, usually on the left here, it's it'll usually say stereo out here, but you route this tile to bus 1. And so bus 1 is where I work with the vocals. So the first thing we do is we did EQ. We EQ'd, we took out some frequencies that were kind of troublesome, and we compressed. We made sure we didn't go above -5 with the needle, and our attack settings are slow attack, quick release, ratio 4:1. And then pitch correction. This is interesting. I found out if you put this to 0, that's what makes the auto-tune sound. And then if you go up here, you could change the note that you want kind of underneath your vocal. I did harmonic minor scale here. And this knob here is the smoothness of the auto-tune. When you put this on 0, you're gonna hear it start going. So the more you turn this up, the more smooth the response will be, or the smooth the auto tune like pitch will be. And then after we correct the vocal, I like to add saturation. However, there's not really a saturation plugin for this stock plugin. So I used another compressor to saturate. And we're doing kind of slow tack, quick release again. Um, this time I did like kind of like I didn't do the same attack settings. I just kind of cut it in half. So instead of it being 30 milliseconds, I did 14 milliseconds. And then yeah, ratio 2 to 1. This time this is for saturation, so I'm using this for gain purposes. So I'm gonna use the makeup gain and crank the knob. And then I did linear EQ to kind of like polish the vocal. After that, we add our reverb and delay channels. Reverb and delay go on buses. That's how I did them. And for that, I use the Space Designer. For dryness, it usually starts off at 0, but I want more depth in my vocal. I don't want it to just be straight wet, so I need to keep some dryness of the vocal in there to make it sound more upfront, the reverb. And then delay, I use stereo delay. Not much did I edit here. I just did the feedback to 20% on both left and right there. Boom. So now we got our reverb and delay. So then what I did there was I took all of my vocal channels that made up my vocal file. So the main vocal channel, the reverb, and the delay channel. I sent them to a bus. Bus 6. Bus 6 is right here. Bus 6 is where I mastered my vocal, and I just added a compressor on it to do smooth compression. And for that, we do slow attack, quick release, and we're aiming for this needle not to reach over -5. Makeup gain, I added some makeup gain there. Ratio, I did 2 to 1. And then after that, I've now concluded the vocal sounded good and it was clean. I then went over here to the beat and I turned the beat down to where it sounded like the vocal and the beat were at a good volume level. And then I further turned both of these knobs down at the same time after I got them to the right level. Once I did that, I pretty much just made sure I got these vocals down to -4. So that means this was down here. This goes down here and respectively. And then after that, I'm throwing this main vocal file here, master vocal file, and the beat file, and we're gonna change the output to a new bus, and we did bus 7. So you see here, both these are on bus 7. Bus 7. Boom. So that means all the vocal files and the beat is going funneled into this one channel here. 3 steps I go off of is EQ, compress, then saturate. Okay? EQ, I already EQ'd my voice this beat is already a polished beat. So my vocals are really the only ones that need to be correcting. So I've already corrected them with the linear phase over here. So I felt like I didn't really need this linear phase right here. Okay, so I've mitigated the linear phase EQ off the top, but like I said, I always do EQ, compress, then saturate. So after EQ, we did compression, and I just chose this one. I don't know. I'm just like trying new compressors out, I guess. But for master compressor, I did 10-to-1 ratio, and we're doing slow attack again with quick release. So just make sure it's at like 30 milliseconds, and then make sure you crank this knob all the way down. And then, as I've always mentioned, I just keep the needle up. I try not to pass -5 with the needle on the threshold. Makeup gain, 0. Boom. Compressor is bada bing, bada boom. Now we're doing saturation. Saturation I usually do to enhance more of the low end in the song. So I found a EQ, it's a single band EQ, and I just saw that I could increase a band here, and I increased the 30 hertz frequency, which is this one right here. This is where the bass is, the low end. This is where it goes, just smacks, right? And I just did +2. You don't want to go too crazy, because I went into another compressor, and this compressor actually is pretty, I feel like this compressor is a pretty good compressor, especially for this final master part, because I saw it had a limiting aspect to it over here. So we did the same thing. Well, actually, no, I did a quick attack, quick release on this last compression. And I did, see, how did I do this part? How did I do this part?
On the fucking beat. I've been on the road, yeah. Chasing Jackson at these hoes, yeah. I've been on the low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful. Take shroomies, live double.
Okay, yeah, so I just kind of kept the needle around this area, -3. And then makeup gain, oh yeah, 2-to-1 on the ratio. And then makeup gain, I did +5 there. And then I think the important part of this compressor was the limiter. So I just equipped that. I put the threshold at 0.0. Probably should put the threshold at 0.5. So I'm gonna do that, -0.5. But or -0.2. But yeah, so there's that. I just explained the whole process. Pretty lame, but this is all stock plugins, mastered up in this bitch. All stock plugins, and I got this up to -10 LUFs, and I only used 1, 2, 3 plugins. This metering plugin is used for analyzing the mix. So if we analyze the mix, we will notice that we're hitting -10 LUFs in the loudness. So watch.
One lab on the fucking beat. I've been on the road, yeah, chasing Jackson out these hoes, yeah. I've been on the low key, so I'm trying to get this bread, yeah. I ain't worried about it, I'm just trying to get it, yeah. Get sauceful, get lostful, take shrooms, live double. I'm packing it, I'm packing it, I'm packing it, boy.
All right. So there's that. Just showed you how to mix and master in Logic Pro using stock plugins. And like I said, bro, -10 LUFs, dude. I didn't even use the adaptive limiter. Honestly, I was trying my best not to use the adaptive limiter because I'm going to tell you this right now. The adaptive limiter is a waste of your time. Don't fucking use it. It's not going to get you the results that you want. It's going to put an unnecessary color to your track and it's just not going to sound like good. I'm telling you this right now. So that's why I was like really impressed that I found out like, oh shit, this has a limiter in here. And sounds good. So if I put the adaptive limiter on this mix, it would have kind of fucked up the mix. It puts like a weird filter on it, and I do not like it. And I highly recommend you to try your best not to use that one. Try to follow my steps in here. Like, honestly, this is what's gonna get you. It's just gonna jump you like far ahead. Okay. I know this is like an hour 17 long video, but follow the steps I did, bro. Try to like, you know, you you don't have to like use the same numbers I did. You just have to use your ear and just kind of take note like this needle, try to not to like go past up here because that's where you're going to hear the compressor really work and it's going to sound bad. If you want that smoothness, you stay in this range and you do 30 milliseconds attack and you do quick release. That means just crank that knob all the way to the quickest setting, okay? For vocals, you do 4-to-1 ratio or 2-to-1, but typically people do 4-to-1. It sounds pretty smooth that way. And then, yeah, the threshold correlates to the needle. So just make sure the needle is not like passing that -5, okay? And that's how I would explain the compression for you. So